Hello, security to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the previous episode, we had a pretty fun date with Marin, but all good things come to an end. It's my favorite part of the game, and I'm so sad it's over, but the rest of the game was pretty awesome too. Namely, this point. Woof, woof, woof! Marin, Marin, Marin! Link. I didn't know this was a thing for the longest time. I saw a post about it on Miiverse of all things, back when that was still active, but I didn't know how to trigger it. And it wasn't until the Link's Awakening remake on Switch when they actually have you collect a secret seashell by playing the ocarina in front of the walrus again. So, yeah, that was like a super fun thing to discover in this game. But now we're in the Yarna Desert. That's pretty fun. The desert isn't too bad in this game, it's just I'm not super fond of desert levels in games, but this one isn't actually all that bad. It's just it's kind of giving me flashbacks at the moment, because I'm also playing through Echoes of Wisdom on my own time while playing this Let's Play, and I'm at a desert point, and I'm like, okay, it's going to be one of those kind of levels. Hopefully it's just a bad first impression, and the actual level itself is pretty fun, but yeah, that was a thing that happened. So we get over this way now. And in the corner, we get a secret seashell. If you collect a lot of these, something good is bound to happen. It is amusing though, because deserts in Zelda games are actually pretty awesome. Like, more often than not, deserts are definitely one of the better locations in a Zelda game. Like, this one isn't all that noteworthy, aside from something that's going to be coming out pretty soon. But sea bears foam, sleep bears dreams, both end in the same crash. That one I do not understand. Annoyance! You're only getting in the way. This guy is awesome! Ah! You see nothing. This guy is awesome! Man, I just love the idea of this guy. Like, there's like a mythical monster, like a giant worm thingy that pops out of the sand every now and then. It's not like a Zelda invention, it's been like a mythological thing for the longest time. But I just love the idea of them. I keep falling down the thing. There we go, that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna rewind us a little bit more because something funny happens if we do this right. Alright, wait for it to go down. There we go. You get the angular key, and then he immediately falls into the hole. Oh, that's great. If we go to the north wall over here, we can do a theme-a-bob. You got a piece of heart. Press select on the subscreen to see. Yeah, desert areas in Zelda games are pretty cool. So, yeah, like I remember, like Linear Desert and Skyward Sword. That was like one of the coolest parts of the entire game. And I remember, it's funny saying that nowadays, because I remember during the Let's Play I wasn't too fond of it, but it really grew on me in subsequent playthroughs after that. Hoot. The shape of the key shows a fish swimming up a cascade of water. Go now to the mountain waterfall. A leap from the top, and you will reach your goal. Hoot. I'm an owl. There is a very specific reason why I'm giving him that voice, and it'll make sense in due time. Whenever we return to Animal Village, you may have seen this in the end screen in the previous video, Marin will be singing for the animals. It seems to be totally absorbed in Marin's song. I believe they all say the same thing, but I just want to double check all this. I like the bear just like kicking its feet, it's so cute. Yeah, they all say the same thing. Oh, Link. I often come to this village to sing, too. It seems that just about everyone loves my Bow to the Windfish. Link, what is your favorite song? My favorite song fluctuates all the time. Like, I can never have a definitive answer for that. Like, for video games, obviously, Link's Awakening is my favorite game of all time. For movies, it's Toy Story 2. For books, usually The Martian. I really like that one. Also, like Harry Potter and things like that. But for music, that always changes. For a while there, it was Pollyanna from Earthbound. So lately, I've been listening to Good Luck Babe a lot. That one's a pretty good one. I really like Yours Forever. My roommate got me into Sabrina Carpenter music, but there's only really like 3 songs I've been listening to on repeat. So I can never really have a definitive answer on what my actual absolute favorite song of all time is. I'd say if I had to answer at the moment, I'd say it's probably this one specific rendition of the Bonnie Banks of Lake Lamode. And there's a very specific reason for that. So, one of the people that I trained recently at work, she's part of like an international college program, and she's from Scotland. So, yeah, like, I have that song. I usually listen to that song whenever I'm working on my game, because it's a bit of an inspiration for one specific moment in the game. And recently, this girl from work, she went to Disney Springs, and they were playing that song for like one of the restaurants over there, and she posted it on her story. And I was like, "Oh my god, I love this song! It's so good!" And then she replied to me saying, "Yay, it's so good! You are an honorary Scottish person now." It's very sweet. So we unfortunately won't be able to get absolutely everything here on the first run, because that treasure chest over there is a little bit too far out of the way for us to get the moment, but we'll make a note for us to come back over there at a later date. We can see Papel! Hey, how you doing, man? Ooh, a Twizzler! Ah! Monster! I feel like a monster. That was another one of my favorite songs when I was a dumb kid. Not so much anymore. It's still a good song, but it's not really one I listen to all the time. Yep, Papa got lost, just like you said. I am so famished I can't move. Can you give me some vitals? Nope. You're one cold hombre. And then his animation just gets stuck right there after you tell him no. It's pretty amusing. And there's actually another way you can trigger that same exact freeze frame. It requires a glitch though that's not in this version. So, wait. Is he still stuck? He's still stuck. Is that an intentional thing? I've only seen it like that after you say no and the glitch in the other version. Huh. Give me some vitals? Yes! This pineapple is so delicious. I'm gonna eat this pineapple right now. Bon appetit! I love when the music gets faster during that. This isn't meant to be a reward. Here, take this hibiscus. It's a hibiscus. You traded the pineapple for the hibiscus. He's just like so silly. Alright, so now we can continue on over in this direction. Whee! What? 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 Uh-huh. That waterfall should have been gone. Did I miss something? I missed something, didn't I? Man, okay, this is a downside of playing this game forever. I go on autopilot whenever I play this game, and if I miss something, then it's like a big brain power energy consumption for me to remember what I missed. I feel like if we ever did a Link's Awakening versus on the Collab channel, that'd be my downfall. It's really unfortunate because Link's Awakening, I feel like this is the one game where if we did a versus of it, I would like just completely destroy whoever I was playing against, but that's the exact reason why we can't do a versus of it. And okay, I want to go on a bit of a rant real quick because this is so stupid. NSO has this really interesting thing where you can play the whole big thing with it is that it's retro games on Nintendo Switch, but they add online multiplayer to it, which is really cool. So, in every other console supported, even in single-player games, you can still use the multiplayer feature. That's how we were able to do Super Mario Bros. 3 co-op, how we were able to do Link to the Past co-op. How it works is that one person plays at a time, and you switch to exactly who's controlling. I was so excited. Oh, we did miss the key. Oh, that answered that question. But yeah, I was so excited for Game Boy to come to Switch because I was like, oh man, Link's Awakening co-op, it can be a thing. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do a Link's Awakening project on the co-op channel for so long. I'm so excited. We can do a Link's Awakening co-op. Yes! No. For some stupid-ass reason, I cannot fathom what justification they have for this. But Game Boy and Game Boy Advance are the only consoles on NSO that don't support swapping controllers. What? Just what? Why? What world does that make sense? Like, okay, N64 not having rewind at first, that's fine. I get it. It's a bit more of a modern game, so, you know, do whatever you want, Nintendo, I guess. But why in the world was Game Boy not have the feature where two people can play a single-player game and swap the controllers? It's a freaking Game Boy! It's a handheld! That's the easiest thing in the world to switch a controller with! It's so stupid! It is so stupid! I've been holding that in for a while, but it is the dumbest thing about NSO, and it pisses me the f off so much. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully down the road, they can add that in an update, because they did eventually add Rewind to N64 Online. I think it's Switch 2 exclusive, but knock on wood, they can add it in the future, but it should have been there from the start. It's so stupid. Leap from the waterfall, just like the owl said, and we better go inside our next dungeon. There's a couple more things I want to demonstrate, though, before we do anything else. If at any point you need to leave this dungeon before a certain event happens, you can go over this way, use the rock's feather, after putting the rock out of the way, and then you can go up these stairs. The downside, though, is that it's a one-way ticket, so yeah, this isn't like Link Between the Worlds where you can go into the wall and just go around that way. That's a little bit on the unfortunate side. So if you're going to do that, make sure you have everything you need. Okay, we already had the potion. Make sure you have everything you need before you do that, because otherwise you're going to have to go the long way around. So at this point in time, I'm going to set a restore point a little sooner than usual. Now, I know I said earlier that I usually have a restore point set up for whenever we're with Marin, so I can replay this at any time. But I feel like right now, we probably should set this, because there's another detail with Marin that I want to point out, but it's going to take a little while for us to actually get to a point where it makes sense to show this. So, just for now, there is one more detail with Marin that I want to point out. With that being said, let's check out what's in the other save slot. Just like with Bow Wow, Marin can follow you into the scary demon dungeon, the doghouse glitch. And I want to demonstrate this specifically because I have never seen a scary demon dungeon layout with so few invisible walls. This is incredible. So we're going to be exploring this for a little while, but as we continue on this area, I'd like to talk a little bit more about Marin. So, Marin is a character that I would love to see return in a future Zelda game. And she has made a few other appearances. Obviously, she's in the Switch remake, but also she's in Hyrule Warriors of all things. So, Hyrule Warriors, if you don't know what it is basically like the greatest love letter to the Zelda series of all time. It's super awesome. Like, pretty much every major Zelda game gets some kind of representation in it, except for the Oracle games, unfortunately. But, like, Marin becomes a playable character, and I remember when I found that out, I was so excited, because Marin is just so adorable, and getting Link's Awakening content in Hyrule Warriors was so exciting. And like, I never played too far to the map, unfortunately, but Marin like, if you want to put this into perspective, my highest level character at the time that Marin came out, I believe it was Zelda, or no, it was Lana. Lana was level 40 at this point. Within the day Link's Awakening DLC came out for the game, Marin already surpassed Lana's level. I was playing her that much. It's also really cool too because okay. So what happened there is that there's usually a mid boss that spawns in that area. That's like the Dodongos we found in Key Cavern. I've noticed that rooms that spawn mid bosses tend to freeze and crash like that. So I'm not entirely sure whether that's the case because regular bosses seem to work just fine. But yeah, Marin, she uses the Sea Lily Bell, one of the instruments of the sirens that we got earlier in the game. And she's just so adorable in the game. It's really amusing because you'll be like in a big battlefield. You'll have like a bunch of Zelda monsters all over the place. You'll have Moblins, you'll have Bokoblins, just all these crazy things happening all at once. And Marin's just skipping around the battlefield, attacking everybody by singing, and it's amazing. The thing is, if I were to do a Hyrule Warriors Let's Play, I know for a fact I would not go for 100%, because, my god, that would just be way too much grinding. But I want to do it in a way where I can showcase the characters in a meaningful way. So, I'm not entirely sure, like, that's a big puzzle I've been trying to figure out for the longest time. But, yeah, it's... Let's get rid of your wings and get rid of all that stress. Close your eyes and relax. It's like a mouse queen or something like that. It's a little surprising that the fairy statues are still intact. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. This is actually interesting. Annoyance, you're only getting in the way. Oh my goodness. We got Marin into the... We got Marin into this... This is like immediately after the point where Marin is supposed to leave us alone. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is actually incredible. Oh man. Oh my god, this might actually be a huge opportunity for me. I've been wanting to know what happens if you just find a way to keep a partner character with you forever. We might actually have that answer now. Okay, I'm gonna keep this as a separate save file. I'll be playing on my own time. I can use this to like practice for videos and things like that, but this is gonna answer so many questions that I've been wanting to know about this game forever. Oh wait, hold on. No. You're right, it would be mean to wake him up now. Let's let him sleep some... Wait a sec. Oh, we're stuck. Oh, we're stuck! Oh no, we're stuck! No! No! We can't get out of here! No! We can't get out of here! Oh, I'm so happy! I was finally happy for once! Oh! No! 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 Okay, we still have the save point. We still have the save point. So, my mindset is, I'm going to look further into this. I'm going to see if there's like some kind of glitch we can do to get past this walrus without using our ocarina. I'll keep you guys updated on that, but for now, if I don't update it later in the Let's Play, just assume this was the dead end, and... I'm not happy about that. I thought we were going to get those answers! But it's fine. It is fine. It is fine. It is fine. The other thing that I want to demonstrate, we're gonna do a little bit of a fancy time traveling magic real quick because I want to demonstrate the scary demon dungeon again with Marin following us. Now, this was recorded with the intention of it being part of the previous episodes, so there might be some commentary inconsistencies here and there, but there's a spoiler that happened that spoiled events of this video, which is why it's gonna be part of this instead. But now we're taking care of all of that, we're ending the video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and next time, later Gator to you. Oh yeah.